everyone, and welcome to Some Plus Cuisine. My name is Harper, if you did not know, and today I'm gonna make for the first time in my life Pasta Aglio, which has been, of course, famous thanks to being with Babish and whatnot. More or less, I'm doing this because I really want to see if it's actually, amazing, because I've heard so many great things about it, and I just want to see for myself, is it really good? I want you guys to follow along and see my humble opinion. But more or less, as usual, I will be filming the ups and the downs, the successes and the failures, and hopefully there'll be no time in this recipe that I, kind of go off course because I panic or I get impatient or whatnot, because that happens literally every single video I've made of this little series of first time experiences. So more or less I'll be, showing you guys my journey of making Pasta Aglio, and then of course I will be taste testing it. I apologize for my terrible pronunciation, but as you can probably see, I do not know how to pronounce this correctly, and I should probably try more, but I'm also lazy, so we're just gonna deal with that as we go along. Also, apologize for the lighting. Right now it's actually pretty great, but when you get near to the kitchen and all that, it's pretty dark outside. It is very cloudy, and I think it's gonna rain. So that's what we're dealing with, in beautiful St. Louis. So more or less, let us go on. Okay, so just gonna show you around. Oh, there's something down over there, but more or less, don't look at this dirty stuff over there because I'll clean it up later. We have our beautiful water that has been nicely salted and is starting to boil, or is preheating more or less. We have our linguine. Moving over to, some of the main ingredients for the Pasta Aglio, we have olive oil and of course some nicely cut parsley, which, okay, there it goes, there's the focus. And then finally we have the cut up garlic, and then of course spices and whatnot. So as before, this is a very, very, simple recipe. It's, the kind of epitome I've heard of a thing that is, greater than some of its parts. So I am really, really excited. But yeah, we're just gonna wait for the water to boil and then we'll go on. Okay, so we have our boiling water. So we're just going to toss in the linguine like so. And then we're just gonna push this down nicely. There we go. It's pretty easy. And then I'm gonna just put the timer on for around 10 minutes. So, kind of had trouble in the past for, the linguine to actually cook all the way. I found out that's because I am being a little too impatient and I cook it way under, I usually cook it 7 minutes. You're supposed to actually cook it for 10, so my bad, but we have the linguine going, and then probably in a couple minutes we'll start with the actual, oil, parsley, garlic part of the dish. So yeah, again, as usual, very, very simple, but I'm pretty excited no matter what, so pretty great. Okay, so we're gonna begin by first pouring in the olive oil in this beautiful pan, and then I'm gonna set it to start heating up on medium heat or so until it's nicely shimmering, and then we'll toss in the garlic. Go. That was nice. I'm gonna lower it a little bit. Ah, stop popping. This is a lot of oil. So, we're waiting. Oh, this is a lot. Okay. I'm putting down the heat all the way because I'm getting a little worried something's gonna start burning and I wanna die, but smells absolutely amazing, like always. Garlic and oil usually always smells amazing together as they're getting cooked. Okay, they're getting a little golden like they're supposed to, so I'm going to also get the red pepper flakes. There you go. Mixing this around, mixing this around, mixing this around. When they're kind of golden brown and whatnot, I'm supposed to turn off the heat. So I'm gonna say right now, because the camera's about to die, so it's a great time for me to pause the video. Not pause the video, but kind of cut to another section of the video. So yeah, the oil will cook the garlic still, even if the heat is off. So I should be okay just stopping, the actual heat. So yeah, so far so good. Okay, so the linguine is done. So I'm just gonna toss it out. There's a lot of steam, but we have the drained pasta. I did get a quarter of a cup of pasta water, so we are okay in that realm. But yeah, let's start making this beautiful, beautiful dish. Okay, so pasta first. There we go. And then after the pasta, I probably should look at the recipe by now. I'm going to pour in the water, and then I'll mix this around. I would love to see the garlic like all the way through the dish. I'm a little worried it's all kind of like hidden under the bottom. And then we're going to squeeze in this lemon. This is a big lemon. And then try to take out all the seeds. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, I think that's the only seed I could see. Yeah, that's not a seed. Oh, is that a seed? It's also not a seed. And then mix that around. That's how you know, gently toss in parsley. Just pour it all in. And now, let's see if I can try to get every piece so everything's covered with parsley and garlic and oil and beautiful lemon. Okay, and I'm gonna grab salt and pepper. Some salt. And then some pepper. Sorry, pepper and then salt. I just realized what I was saying. I usually do salt before pepper, so my brain was just kind of on autopilot, but for some reason my hands weren't coordinated with my brain, so that happens sometimes. And yeah, here we go. Looks pretty nice, if I do say so myself. So I'm going to plate this up and then we're going to see if it tastes as good as everyone says it does. Okay, so we are back. We have our beautiful pasta aglio, so let's see how it actually tastes. So, get some here. Up. Okay guys, so I've had a little bit of the pasta aglio, so let's talk about what my thoughts about it. So number one, there's a unique taste that I can't tell if it's the lemon or the parsley or the lemon with the parsley, but I had this same weird taste with my lemon chicken piccata, which is a great, you know, plug-in, but also a real fact that I've tasted this weird taste before, and it also had lemon with parsley, so I don't know what it is or if it's a combination of both, but there's a weird tang to this that thankfully is not very prevalent like it was in the chicken piccata, thank goodness, because I do not like this taste. I can't describe it. It's like earthy and tangy and weird, and I do not like it. Every time I took a bite of the pasta aglio, I could taste a little bit of it, but then it went away, which I was so thankful for. Other thing with it is it's very spicy, like not very spicy, but it has a nice little warming spice to it, which is weird because it doesn't taste spicy. It's just kind of like a warm spice, like aftertaste to it. But that's kind of weird how, like, you know, there's no actual taste of spice, but you get the spiciness to it. It's very, very strange, it's very, very weird, but it's not that bad because I like spicy food, so I don't see it as a bad thing. Also, it's kind of oily. Like, you know, I would definitely say have this with, you know, chicken and vegetables and like other things, because if you only have it by itself, you're gonna get, you know, at least for me, I got kind of completely just freaked out by how much oil it was. It was still really, really good. It was just very, very oily, and I'm not sure if that was, you know, the recipe itself or I messed up while I was making it, but it's also a big thing you probably have to think about if you want to have this. After that, it was really good. The whole dish together, it created this like interesting flavor combination, which was very, very unique, but also incredibly familiar, which I honestly really liked. But that weird tanginess at the beginning of each bite, which I did not like, coupled with the fact that it is kind of oily after a while, made me think that I do like this dish, but I probably will never make this ever again because of just those two things, which really did grate on my nerves as I was eating this dish and made me less likely to want to have it again. It is very simple. It is very good for what it is, you know, it definitely is greater than some of its parts, but it isn't, you know, blowing my mind in any way, which I'm kind of sad about. I also might think that, you know, if I had like zero expectations going into this dish, I would probably like it way more. Problem is, of course, I had so many high expectations, you know, that kind of messed up the whole like underwhelmment of this dish. I still give it a really high rating when it comes to a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being I hate it, I can't even finish it, and 10 being I am blown away with this, I completely love it, I'll make this again and again and again. I'm gonna give this a solid 8. It is above average, very above average. It is quite good, but there are a couple of key issues with it that make me not want to make it again. But I will enjoy eating the leftovers, and I will say that, you know, if you guys have these ingredients in the house, go for it, you know? That's really all for today. Again, this is a very simple, very easy video. You know, I've had a lot of fun making it. I had a lot of fun making it, but you know, it wasn't anything, you know, hard for me to make. But with that being said, of course, if you guys wanted to check out this recipe, I'm using Binge with Babish recipe, so I'll have the link down below. If you want to check it out there. If you like this video, of course, click that like. If you want to see more from watch, just subscribe. I hope you have an amazing day. I will see you next time, and as usual, goodbye.